So there seems to be a stigma with the Havoc that people can't seem to get over, and whether this be that there's not enough energy ammo on the map, or the fact that you need a turbocharger to make these guns the most effective, I'm not sure. But this is a stigma that a lot of people have gotten over, but a lot of people tend to stick to. And today I'm just going to talk about the power of these energy weapons and how strong they are in this meta. So if you are not a person that uses energy weapons like I was myself, then I hope that this video can convince you to try them out and show you just how powerful they can really be. Now first, let's talk about the energy extended mag, and this is probably the most obvious on the list, but it is probably the most powerful. Now most of these energy weapons had enough ammo in their clip and they didn't lack too much when it came to that, but adding even more to that makes the weapon so much better than people think. Now the Devotion, for example, had a large amount of bullets in its clip already, and with the purple extended mag you can make that your almost ridiculous amounts. And not to mention, if you get the blue or purple energy extended mag, you will also reload noticeably faster. Now a lot of people tend to think that just because they don't have a turbocharger that these weapons are not worth taking, and that could be far from the truth. In all honesty, these weapons can still be extremely efficient, you just have to learn how to position yourself and not take dumb fights. Unless you do have a turbocharger, these weapons should be on your back. They should not be your main weapon, and you should have a more close range weapon than these. But if you do find that turbocharger, however, then that completely changes up the way your game is going to be played, because these can be an extremely efficient starting weapon. Like, let's take the Havoc for example. If you can handle the recoil on the Havoc, it honestly becomes the best rifle in the game because it's the only gun that can melt people that fast. The only gun that can compete with its damage most likely is the R99 at close range, but even then, the R99 at a distance can be extremely hard to use. While the energy ammo on the Havoc, however, gives you very little bullet drop. And for those of you who don't know that, actually, energy weapons don't have a lot of bullet drop, so if you're somebody that likes to track people and not really lead your shots, then this might be the weapon for you. Now let's move on to the stigma that there is not enough ammo on the map to support carrying an energy weapon. Now for those of you that are new this season, there was actually a lack of energy ammo in the previous season. It was really hard to find, so sometimes carrying these energy weapons was not worth it. But thanks to Respawn and a recent update, there is in fact a lot more energy to be found. So if you do want to take these energy weapons, there is enough ammo for you and your team. And to be completely honest, a lot of the times whenever I do choose to take these weapons, I do have up to 200 or 300 energy ammo at a time because it is just so abundant now. Now the good thing about energy weapons is that there is in fact a gun for almost every situation. If you want to be in a close range battle, then the Havoc is going to be made for you. If you want to be at medium range, then maybe the Devotion. If you want to be at close range or at sniping range, then maybe the Triple Take. And that is the beauty of being able to use these energy weapons, because there is something that fits all of you. Now the Triple Take, of course, in my opinion, is the weakest unless you use it like a shotgun, but even then there are better options out there. But the Havoc and the Devotion are really good guns that people have just been finding out. And you're going to see a lot more of them in the future, especially in ranked. When people want to win, they carry these type of guns because they just melt so fast. And if you do not use energy weapons because maybe you think that there's not enough ammo or whatever, then I suggest that you really do try and play these weapons. Go into the training mode and try to perfect the recoil on the Havoc, and you'll see the wonders you'll be able to do. And I've practiced my Havoc recoil so much that I can actually use the 2 times on it and still from a distance keep my aim centered. And that's pretty much all I wanted to discuss today. Before we move on, I'm going to leave you a little clip at the end of this video just to show you how powerful these weapons can actually be when in the right hands. And I suggest that those of you who have not tried these weapons to go ahead and do so, and mastering these weapons will actually benefit you more in the future than probably any other weapon right now. Anyways guys, this has been the Cure, and thank you for watching. If you guys haven't subbed already, make sure to do so you won't miss any of my future videos. Also, if you want to suggest any certain topics or guides that you want me to cover, make sure to leave that in the comments below. Until next time guys, stay safe out there and make good choices. Maybe the both?
Target over there.
Nutty stuff, brother. Just...
Reloading.